Hi, welcome. My name is Engineer Daniel. I'm going to take you on HTML. Precisely, I'm going to take you on drop-down menu. Welcome to this tutorial once again. Now, let's get started. Welcome once again. I'm going to use Repri for this project. So, I'm going to look into building a drop-down menu. Normally when you have an option where you can hover on it, when you hover on it, you see something like a drop-down. So, this is very easy, not too difficult. So right here in HTML body, so I want to remove everything on the body. So what I want to do, I want to first of all create a div class. So div is like a divider. So now let me create a div class and let me put a class of let's say a drop down. So okay, let me just give the class of drop down menu so you understand it more better. Okay, so this is what I actually want to drop down here. So for right here, I want it to be like a button. We can hover and over again. Once our mouse go over on it, we can have a drop down. So here, let's have a button on the body. So you can actually create a button element. So let me just give it drop down menu as its class. So the class of the button is drop down. Okay, let me use a drop down button. Drop down button as the name of the class for the button. Okay, so I'm giving a div inside it as a drop down menu. So I'm having a two class here. So let me learn it. You can see what we have. We have a drop down on the browser. So now let's have let me create a ring. You should know is a hyperlink. So and A is an anchor tag used for inviting a link. So let me put it and let me make the href. Okay, I've created the href, and why I put this hash is because it's going nowhere. So as you can see now, we have four different trees. That's what we have here because I created four different links. So now let's go ahead. Now what I want now, I want this button not to show. But first of all, let's style this button a little bit so that it will be more actually more beautiful. So let me style the button. Let me go to style.css and let me be able to style it a little bit so that it to look nice. Okay. So let me call the drop down button, and let me give the background color of blue. Let me give the background of blue. Now, if I learn it, it should have a background color. Let me give it a color. I know the color is also known as text color. Let me give it a text color of white. So good. Okay, let me actually give it a padding. Let me give it a padding so that it be a little bit of space. Let me give it 13 pieces. Let me give it 30 pieces. All right, you can see now there is space in the browser. So let me actually give it a font size. Let me give it a font size. Okay, I think I want it to look nice. So it should be nice if I put a font size. Let me put 16 pixels. Okay, as you can see, it just increased now and it look more beautiful. Okay, so let me also add a little border. When I say none, it means I don't need a border. So at default, it had a black border, but when I say border none, it means actually eliminating all the existing border. So let me also add a cursor so that when you hover on it, you'll be able to see a hand pointer. So let me put a cursor as pointer here. Okay, just calm down. You're going to get it. I'm just trying to add some retro style to our button just for now. So, okay, let's go over to the next thing. Now, I actually want this thing to be a wrist. Okay, I want it to be a wrist in form of a column. So, and I want to whenever whenever I hover on it, it will be able to show. So I don't want it to be show. I want whenever I hover on it to show. So let me go to drop down menu. Let me put display here. Okay. Let me add a position to be absolute. No, this display, I won't just hold on for now. I will still come back to it, but I want everything to show first before I can come back and work on it. So let me just remove the display first. I will still come back to it. So background color, let me give the background color. Okay, let me just give the background color blue, or let me just change it to blue. Okay, let me use this right blue. I think it's okay. So that is for a background color. Remember, I'm working on the second class, which is drop down menu. I've worked on the first one, drop down button. Now I'm working on the second one, drop down menu. So let me give the mean weight. Mean weight is just the minimum weight it can take. So that is just what I wanted. Let's just give it 150 pieces. Okay, it's looking more beautiful now. Okay, let me just check how it is. Okay, look at the browser. You can see how it is. It's looking more beautiful. So let's add another class, drop down menu, and A. Why I'm saying A, I'm talking about the anchor tag there. So I want to talk to the anchor tag. That is the content on the anchor tag. And I said the color should be black, and the padding, okay, padding should be 11 pieces, 15 pieces, meaning padding up and down should be 11 pieces, padding left and right should be 15 pieces. So let me add text decoration to none. Then let me let me add a display black. Okay, display, let me give display black. So you can see the drop down button is now like a wrist. Okay, that's exactly what we want. And of course, you see that we gave it a text decoration of none. So meaning that there's no underlying stuff, and then that is why we remove this with text decoration none. Now let's create another one, and this time around it will have an hover on it. So let's just also pick a drop down menu. So A and hover, because this hover means whenever we hover on it, this action should taking place. So whenever you add an hover, it means if an action must be taking place if one hover a mouse on it. So let's put the background color to white, so that whenever someone hover on it, it will be white. Have you see? So whenever you hover on any of this, it becomes white. So it turns white whenever someone hover on it. So what I want to do now, let me actually show display. Let me make it be none. Mean that I don't want the display to be there again. Okay, so I actually want this list to show whenever I hover on it. So what I'll do is to say dot drop down. Sorry, drop down. Okay, let me just say drop down hover. Then I'll now come here. Then I'll come here and say drop down button. That is drop down hover and drop down button. So the first thing I actually need to do is to say drop down hover. The drop down menu, we want the display to be blocked. You get it? So that whenever we come there, it will display going to be in the block form. So now, as you can see when we run it,